Then it says, I, God, then will deliver the Egyptians. This is the punishment they get for their own confusion. After God has confounded their strategy there in verse 3, he'll deliver the Egyptians into the hand of a cruel master. That sounds very much like the final antichrist. There's always one eye in prophecy on the final epitome of evil. There's going to be a single Hitlerite character, not Hitler literally, but a Hitlerite character, one single antichrist, the antichrist if you like, and he's going to be on the scene as the ultimate expression of the devil's antipathy to God. And I would think this mighty king, a cruel master, that's an awful title. And comes to mind then immediately the idea of a Hitler, a Stalin, and so on. The worst type of human expression will be embodied in this cruel master, a mighty king. Margin here in 4 says, a fierce king will rule over them. That's an awful penalty too. We should be thankful for our leadership such as we have it, for the enormous freedoms we're enjoying this very Sunday morning, freedom to speak the Bible, teach the Bible without fear of being persecuted. Daniel, the final bad guy, is called the king of the north, not the king of the west, not Europe, but a Middle Eastern kingdom arrangement as the final kingdom prior to the setting up of the kingdom of God on earth, with Messiah coming back at his parousia. So this, I would say, is the Antichrist, and he's going to have political power over Egypt here. So the king of Assyria, we can add right away, that's the king of the north, Assyria being north of Jerusalem. He is the typical example of the end-time wicked person, the Assyrian. That again would not be the West, it would not be Europe, it would not be a pope either, but it would be a political figure north of Israel known as the Assyrian. At our site we have an article I wrote many years ago called The Assyrian in Messianic Prophecy. And that points, I think, to that part of the world as primarily the source of the cruel master of the mighty king. So your parallel in 20 verse 4 is exactly right. That should be marked in your margin there. The king of Assyria will lead away the captives of Egypt. So he's in charge of Egypt as well as other countries, and he's the enemy of Israel.